Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings. I pray that all is well and you all are in the best of health and spirits. It is your sister, Denise Renee Muhammad, your aromatherapist, along with my brother, Sean Ali of Supreme Health and Wellness. We are on for another episode of our Health and Wellness Power Hour today. So, as you come in, go ahead and share the video for us. Sharing is caring, sharing is caring. We already have some people coming in. Wa alaikum salam. Yes. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Sean. How are you?
All is well. All is well. This light is bright, man. Phew. I don't see how those
Yeah.
people with them studios. I see why. I used to see some of the guests wearing sunglasses, and I'd be like, "Why are you wearing sunglasses?" But now that
The
I got
light.
this, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I'm sorry. It just caught me real quick.
Not a
That's all.
problem. Yes, sir. So our topic today is part two of last week, are obesogens making us fat? Are obesogens making you fat? And we want to go more into that topic so we can kind of recap, Brother Sean, what obesogens are for those, that may not have tuned in or heard that term before.
Go ahead. We
Go
listening
ahead.
to you. They- we listening to you. Go ahead. Break it
Go
down
ahead.
to us real quick.
Basically, things in your environments that are toxins and that we didn't realize that could cause us to, have an impact on our cells. And what was that
Hmm.
slide? I'm gonna bring up the slide. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
even try
yeah.
to.
Yeah. We can start.
Uh,
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
I knew it did. It changed something in the cells. But we're gonna bring up the slide so you all can see
That
what it
inappropriate.
is.
Hmm.
Right. Oh no, wrong slide. Wrong
Yeah,
slide.
these obesogens. These are
Yes.
something. Obesogens
Obesogens
are
are
defined. Go ahead.
defined as chemicals that inappropriately alter lipid homeostasis to promote adaptogenesis. Am I saying that
Hmm.
right?
Yep.
And lipid accumulation.
Mm. And lipid is fat cells. So
Right,
just so we
right.
can, yeah, lipid, yeah, is
So
the
they
scientific way of
alter,
saying fat cells. Yeah.
yes, they alter our fat cells. So obesogens are toxins that are, in the air. It can be in the paint that's on your walls, your flooring, your cleaning supplies, all of these things that
Plastic.
we use, plastic, yes, on a daily basis, pretty much have chemicals in it that can alter your fat cells, basically.
Hmm. And as you're saying this, because one of the when I was in school in college, one of my classes, I had to pick a health topic, and that was and come up with a solution to it. And I chose
Right.
childhood obesity because childhood obesity is just becoming a problem because we're all born with more fat tissue than we need. That's so the baby won't starve to death, right? So if you're not fed in a timely fashion, your body has these natural fat stores to pull energy and nutrients from to keep so the baby
Mm.
won't starve to death, right? So if you start off with the baby fat, then you run, you move, you burn it off, you use it, you
Right.
use it. But obese children were turning into obese adults. So this is what is the now the phenomenon. Now you have childhood obesity because obese children are turning into obese adults instead of losing it and turning into healthy adults. So it's became a phenomenon. But now that we're talking about these obesogens, I'm I'm trying because all of these when we put up, would you look at the things that obesogens come from? These are new materials, basically. It's like some of the things been around as 50 years and older, but most of these things are new material, new inventions that affect this generation more so than it did ours. So
Right.
I'm just making that connection with how these children are growing up. Yes, we know it's diet. Yes, we know it's a lack of exercise. But I know
Mhm.
children that are in soccer, football, baseball, childhood, and they still
Right.
have a problem with obesity. You feel me? Like today, you know what I
Yes.
mean? So it's like, and then adults that are doing everything that they are
Right.
supposed to be doing
And
and
you
still
say
have a
that,
problem.
right. And you say that, and a sister friend of mine, we were discussing that. This is prior to, you introducing this to me. And she was like, I'm doing everything right. I'm eating right. I'm exercising. And why is this happening? Why is it so hard to, lose this weight? And who would have thought that things in our environment are altering our lipid cells like that?
To accumulate,
Right.
making your
Cause
body. And how do you accumulate lipid cells? It all cells are alive. So they send a signal. I mean, in each cell, fat cells send signal to your brain to make you eat more material that will help them grow, which would be other fat cells, right?
right,
So just like that's just how the phenomenon of the fat cell is sending signals. So the more fat cells you have, the bigger the signal, right?
right,
And now if you are trying to lose fat, and you are already fighting this induced signal, this inducement coming from your own fat cells. But if you have these outside, you see what I'm saying? These exogenic
right.
factors where they are outside of you. You can't, this is your environment. The most of the phone that we are communicating and looking at each other on, the laptop, these
Hmm.
are made out of the materials that have obesogens in them.
Wow.
You see,
And
like it
more
because
people are
plastic
on their
almost.
devices. Yes, on their devices, on the computer.
Hmm.
Wow.
And what happens? See, everything is made out of atoms. See, so when we go to the root, like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we're both followers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes.
He teaches us to go to the root. You go to the root, you're gonna find a solution. Bam, right? What you're looking for. So
Right.
we are made out of atoms. When we are So everything is made out of everything is atom. We go to the atomic level. You have the proton, neutron, and electron. The proton and neutron don't go nowhere. So we're dealing with the electrons. They emit electrons. They collect and release electrons. A photon is that's an electron release. You got light, right? When you have
Right.
a continuous release of photons, you have a continual light, like the light bulb. It's
Hmm.
continuously. It's made out of atoms that can continuously release those photons, so you have continual light, right? But so we're looking at these obesogens, the material that is emitting these obesogens. These are we can't see them, but everything that's made out of atoms is emitting, releasing something. Orange, you smell it. You smell. Ooh, you
Right.
smell the fragrance of the orange. It's
Yes.
emitting. Right. You smell the fragrance of a skunk. Right. You're like ooh, ooh.
Right.
But some things we can notice. Some things we can smell. Like
Mm-hmm.
CO2, you can't smell. That's why most homes now they come with a CO2 detector because it's a gas that you can't smell and it'll hit you and you out. Right. So
Right.
this is an example of how things can become emitted and it affects us. Obesogens, we can't see these things. These are emissions from these toxic materials. These are what they emit. Plastic emits endocrine disruptors. This is dealing with the endocrine systems, but it's not just how we thought it disrupts the endocrine system. Because we know about, okay, the thyroid, right? The
Right.
parathyroid. We know about breast cancer. We know about these things that we've been bombarded with. But this is dealing with the endocrine system, these obesogens, right? And they make
Right.
your body adapt to collect lipid or fat cells. And this
Wow.
means it will induce you to eat more fat cells in order for you to collect fat, right? And it will interfere with your body's production of other hormones and it'll lean right into it because the body is an adaptogen itself. If you don't, like, for instance, glucose is our energy, right? But if you
Right.
don't eat glucose, it will then go to fat. If you don't have enough fat, it will then go to protein. But it turns a
Mm-hmm.
protein into a ketone and then turns a ketone into glucose. See, so
Right.
right, it adapts. So this is how these obesogens, they cause the body to adapt to the production of
The
lipid
fat.
of fat. Wow. So you fighting it, you exercising, you eating, you praying, you resting, you doing, but you got these things in your environment that fall under the epigenetic factors
Mm-hmm.
because the environment is a part of these. They and epigenetic is epi means on or above. So this is the influence on or above your DNA expression, and it will make
Right.
it express either good or bad. In this
Right.
case, we're saying, and this is they discovered this because obesity is something that should be easily overcome. Oh, it's you and your body. It should be
Right.
obesity should be something we could because it's new. In our age group, it was only one or two boys or girls that were obese going to school, growing up, and they were made nobody wanted to be that obese boy or girl,
Right.
right? Because you made fun of it. It was only one or two. It wasn't a bunch of them. It was only one or two big mamas. And it wasn't we didn't have obesity. But
Right.
now
It's
everybody, like the FUPA and all
like
of this
that's the
real
new
bodies,
normal.
what do you, black women, oh, black women, we got images. You go look at a hieroglyphic of one of those black women. Show me an obese woman in those hieroglyphics. That's
Right.
your real body. Now you go to Europe and you look at those cherubs and those pictures of those old of their renditions of women. You're gonna find the fupa. You're gonna find the big girl, the BBW, because that's how they were. When they found us, when they found you, they captured you and put you in a museum because of your body.
Body.
And it
Right.
wasn't
Wow.
you did
That's
not look.
powerful.
You come
So
on,
they
man. They
made us
stoned you,
they made us
booty.
all up into themselves. Like the God came to make us all up into himself. And they can
See,
they're oh wow, that's powerful.
but
Um
you didn't know that you gotta create this environment of obesogens because
right.
these are things that you collect. The vinyl flooring, you can get wood flooring, the
Hmm.
plastics, we can eliminate these obesogens. These are things that we have to go get and surround ourselves with. So now this normalcy of the all of these things that we just discussed. Look at when obesogens were discovered. See, it's a connection
Right.
to the change of why y'all see y'all can't get rid of it, so y'all accepted it. It's not that see that you can't get rid of it, so you said F it. It's normal. This is up. Y'all
Right.
say it now.
Right. And they're making it the
Maybe
new normal. Let me tell you, say this.
come on, sir.
In
Go ahead. I'm not.
Walmart, I've noticed like the clothes in the women's section, it's
Mm-hmm.
hard to find normal size clothes. Like all of them are 3X, the large,
Mm-hmm.
super large clothes, 3X,
Mm-hmm.
4X. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
I can't
that's
come here,
becoming,
Gab.
yes.
Look, come here.
Um,
Come around this way. Look, I can't. Go ahead. You go. I just could
yes.
because this my look at the string being right here, baby girl Slim Jim.
Uh,
Like I
uh,
can't find
Gabby.
nothing. Everything that's her. She's a 16 because of her, her size. But the 16s aren't regular 16s in the waist. They're 16 husky,
Husky.
16 thick.
Yes.
Like I can't find like they're her size, but the waist she gotta
But
wear.
they're
I'm
too
like,
wide.
right. It's like they don't make them because in now, like I said, this is the topic is not we're not body shaming. We're saying,
Right.
hey, because your doctor is telling you you need to lose weight. You trying everything. You tried everything, but you didn't know that your environment is creating something called obesogens. Obese gen
Exactly.
means what it remember I said, you remember we put the put
Yes.
the give it the definition of gen again.
And one
See, we're
of
not
our
making this
viewers
up.
says, yeah,
I'm sorry, go
go
ahead.
ahead. Yeah, one of our
Yeah.
viewers on YouTube, they said, so in some, many of the industrial manufacturing products we use today are toxic for our health. Yes,
Yes.
that's absolutely correct.
Exactly. But they have a specific category of those things that make you and I obese. You feel like in the
Right.
toxic category, it's a broad field because you got some that attack the breast, some that attack the ovaries, the prostate. They can attack specific parts of our body, and they do. You like you know what I
Right.
mean. So these things they specifically attack or inappropriately make our lipid cells grow to accumulate them. See, that's how inappropriate. That's in the definition. See, they
Yeah,
make out the lipid they make it inappropriately. So that's like somebody touching you inappropriately. Nah, you don't like that,
right.
right? But look at the definition of gen. GE, the
Yeah,
medical scientific term gen. It's
yeah.
what does the suffix gen mean? That which produces. A combining form meaning that which produces used in the formation of compound words. Indigen, hydrogen, obesogen. So that which produces obesity. That which produces
Producers.
obesity.
Yes. Wow.
Wow. That just like they got the things that say they will produce cancer, 5G, all of these, they right? These obesogens, man, that's a powerful, deadly understanding, man. And
Yes.
I'm glad it's something that we're talking about because we both, as healthcare practitioners, we both get many clients that are one of their issues that they want our help with is weight loss.
Weight loss. Right.
And they come to us not first or second. you, everything
Peace,
they we
Sister Cassandra's
they
with
still
us, Brother
looking.
Sean.
Hey, salam alaikum. Our
Yeah.
co-host.
Right.
The moderator.
She,
Yeah.
yeah, she been missing in action.
Yeah. I'm glad she's still with us. Yeah.
That's right. Praise be to Allah. But yes, that's
Oh,
Genesis.
you
I'm
got the
glad.
picture of the. We can recap on what the things
Oh
that
yes,
produce. Yeah. Look at this. Sources of
sources.
obesogens. Mm. Bisophenols, the resins, can linings, thermal paper. Woo! Hard, soft plastic, vinyl flooring, what's that? Y'all know the word. Personal care
Right.
products, preservatives, parabens. That's in a lot of hair care products.
Mm-hmm.
Those parabens, yes.
Right.
That's what lays those edges down is those parabens, right? So yeah, I'm telling you, because I'm a cosmetologist. That was one of the things that I made sure I didn't even use. I didn't want to touch it. You dig? But
Right.
pharmaceutical drugs, clothing, furniture, right? We got electronics, electricals, solvents, man,
Mm-hmm.
pesticides, and paints and
Flame.
disinfectants.
Yeah.
Wow.
Flame retardants. Electronics. Yeah.
And all things you have to buy.
Right. Nothing
See,
natural.
so you're right. So we can look at those things and now we can effectively achieve our health goals, right? Because we can eliminate those things. We can create a lifestyle absence of those things, right? It might not. I'm not saying it'll be as easy as you make it.
Right.
If you want to improve your health, get healthier because these are endocrine disruptors. Whether you are suffering from obesity or not, these things are having that impact on, they aren't healthy for your health. So we want to eliminate everything we saw on that page as much as
Right.
possible, regardless of whether you are suffering from obesity or not. Because the longer you are around them, they are disrupting our endocrine system. We
Mm-hmm.
need the endocrine system to produce oxytocin, the love hormone, to be right, to produce serotonin, the mood enhancers, to produce endorphins, the painkillers, right, and to
Right.
produce dopamine, the reward. We need those, or else we
Right.
will be stuck with the adrenal glands and cortisol, adrenaline, and norepinephrine.
Cortisol. Yes.
Yeah,
Be
the stress
stressed
hormone.
out.
Right, right, right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Wow.
So that would
So.
be that. Go ahead, sis. I'm sorry.
Mhm. Yes, and some of the solutions for that. Basically, you got to go back to making your own cleaning products, skincare products, incorporate the essential oils in them,
Mm-hmm.
and a
Mm-hmm.
few essential oils that are good for weight management or satiety. One of them is peppermint. Peppermint essential oils good for satiety. A
Mm-hmm.
stimulant
Mm-hmm.
helps you to breathe
Mm-hmm.
deeper, take in more oxygen um, while you're working out. You can inhale some peppermint before you go on a workout, and it'll help build your stamina because you're taking in more oxygen, which will allow you to exercise a little bit longer. we
Live a
have
lot longer.
right.
Throw that in there.
We have cinnamon. Cinnamon is good for reducing those sweet cravings, food
Mm.
cravings. It's good for that. It's gives you that satiety to where you don't want to open that that honey bun.
Mm. Mm.
Right. And what else? Grapefruit oil. is good for weight management as well. And it's good for,
Mm,
many things. The citrus oils are good to put in your cleaning products.
hmm.
Lemon, orange, all of those are good
Toothpaste,
too.
toothpaste.
What is that? Oh, yes, toothpaste.
Yeah. Yup. Coconut oil,
Right.
uh, the baking soda,
Yes.
and I use personally clove, little bit
Clove.
of clove, a lot of lemon, a lot of peppermint, and a lot of lemongrass. And
Oh,
I got orange, but I like the orange too much, so I don't.
you don't have it.
I'm really I'm picky with my orange. I mean the lemon is easier to get lemon, peppermint, because those are abundant. Those grow like wheat. You know what I mean?
Right.
Peppermint is easy, especially peppermint, because you people try to get rid of peppermint out their yard. You know what I mean? Because it
Right.
grows so abundantly. Evasive is what you know what I mean. So that's easy to get, but
Hmm.
the oils that are a little bit harder, I try to reserve those for different usages. But on my toothpaste, like I say, I want that pepperminty that lemongrass will make your mouth feel. I mean, you don't. I mean, it just clean. Oh my God, you talk about a
I haven't
clean.
tried lemongrass for that. I'm gonna have to try that.
Oh, I you man, because
I
this will
know you
last
don't
for a
need a
while.
lot because it's a hot oil too. Lemongrass.
Well, I I'm saying for me now. Like
Right.
for me, like
Don't
I
try
like
this
the
at
taste.
home. Yeah.
No, I mean I don't want to put because this is for this jar. I'm going to need a lot because I need to. I want to get the effects of the lemongrass. The
Right.
coconut oil soothes your mouth, so you don't really get that burning sensation because you got the oil cleansing, coating your mouth at the same time. You feel what I'm saying? So you get more of the cleansing of, but once you rinse your mouth, like I'm saying, the way your mouth feels, like you don't really get the side of the aftertaste of grass, but you
Right.
get it just like squeaky clean. Like man, like wow, you know what I mean? Especially you know how your mouth feels when you wake up,
Yes.
right? You got that morning that build up from the night, and to get that clean, fresh mouth without having any mechanical aftertaste, worrying about swallowing any fluoride. You know what I mean? Like, because it tell you on the bottle, don't swallow this stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right.
Yes.
And that my for my check, my daughter, this is ours. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
for
yes.
yeah.
Yeah. And I just inhale this peppermint and I feel all it's definitely
Yeah.
stimulating. That's just from taking the top off of it. So that's all you have to do is take the top off and take a few deep breaths. And it's
Hmm.
just makes you feel good all over.
Yeah,
Mind, body,
yeah,
and spirit within
yeah.
22 seconds.
Mm. You got the picture of the one? I mean, you ain't showing yours, yeah. You the picture. You got the
Yeah,
slide.
the peppermint. You
You
don't.
supposed to, no the slide
Oh, the slide.
so they
Yes.
can see
So let me pull it up.
how the brain works.
Right, right.
I got some bread in the oven. I'm sorry.
All right. So this is how essential oils work for mental stability. This is your
Mm,
olfactory system, and as you can see, the molecules from the essential oils it goes through the olfactory bulb, and then it goes directly to the limbic system of your brain, which is your emotional center. And they can be, it can be relaxing or stimulating, just depending on which essential oil you use, is determines the effect that the oil is going to have on you personally. And that's how it works. Your sense of smell is the only sense that's linked directly to your brain. So when you inhale those essential oils, it's gonna go directly there. And
Mm.
again, it's gonna be relaxing, calming, stimulating, depending on what it is you need. And it gives you, that's how you get that mental clarity, just by inhaling those essential oils.
Oh wow.
Let's see
Hey,
what
you got the oh, ow, woo. Almost- My
I
thing
have the
dropped.
slide
Yeah,
you
that's
bring now.
okay. Go ahead.
This one is more deep. Yeah. You see right
I'm
there
over
the
here hurting
limbic
myself. I'm
system,
sorry.
your olfactory tract, olfactory bulb, the nerves.
Hmm.
So it goes, just inhale and it goes there within 22 seconds.
22 seconds. It's
Wow.
gonna hit that brain.
Wow. That's right.
Hey, let me. You get look. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. So let's look real quick. See,
Okay.
that's that. Can you see that part right there?
Yes.
Hey, those are that's where the because if you see how the brain sits like that, right? So that would be the olfactory nerves that was on the diagram are those two white strips right there. So if you peel the brain and you follow those white strips, they go to these neurons, and this is the limbic system. So we looking at those olfactory nerves, and they go into the brain. This is what is going around. This is the fifth lobe, is the insula. These this brain matter is devoted to the limbic system because inside of that is where you have all of those the hippocampus, the amygdala, the hypothalamus, pituitary, all of that's connected. But when we're looking at those diagrams, that's the real life science. You know, when you inhale those molecules, those olfactory neurons are right there, and they are going right. And as that passes, you can see you got this is the frontal lobe. So and you see that diagram, and it's going into all of those parts of the brain, right? That the frontal lobe, the parietal lobe, the occipital, the temporal, and it has that effect on the entire brain. So if it's a stimulating effect, like the peppermint, that one of the side effects or one of the benefits, it helps you get up and move, you know,
Right.
that's that's affecting that entire brain. You know, if it has a soothing effect, that's the entire brain. The parietal lobe
Right.
is our sensory lobe. So that's the feeling we getting from our body. Those neurons are here. So when you having that soothing effect on the body, it's not necessarily touching my body. It's touching these neurons that
Brain.
I'm getting the sensory from my body at. Does
Right.
that you feel me?
Right.
So you just
Yes.
the oils allow us to control. If you can't control this, it doesn't matter. Because if you
Exactly.
stub your toe isn't hurting. It's the neuron. Actually, the toe is right there. See, look, the neurons that you feel in that toe on are exactly right here on your brain. This part of the knee is right here. When your knee hurts, it's right at the top. You know, the stomach is about right there. Like we can know because scientifically they've hooked electrodes up. to the brain to see what part feels and what part sends and moves. So we can know what part of the brain moves the toe, and I know what part of the brain I feel information from the toe at. And they're almost
Exactly.
corresponding. They're almost core. The only difference is our genitals. But everything else, the motor and the sensory are almost, they mirror each other just in different parts of the brain.
Right.
So
And that's
those are
another reason reflexology works, because
yes.
those nerve endings are at the foot. So when you place those essential oils in certain areas of the foot, it's going to affect that part of your body. So that's another. If you don't know where to place essential oils topically, the best place to do it is the soles of the feet. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't know where to
Mm-hmm.
place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
And if you look in your hands and the feet are almost the same. The body is
Yes.
shaped, or the head is always at the top. So if this is your feet, the toes is where the head is at. The spinal column is always right here. The digestive tract is always, so one of those edges will be the spinal column. One of these edges will be the digestive tract, or straight down the middle. But the head is usually here. So, and where the stomach, like it's corresponding to like the location where the body is at, to
Right.
the palm or the of your foot, or the sole of your foot,
Right.
or the
And
palm of your hand. Right.
on your foot, the sole of your foot, your big toe is where the brain is. It
Yes.
corresponds to where the
Yes.
brain is.
Yep.
If
Yep.
you
Yep.
absolutely
So be careful stubbing that toe.
right, knock yourself out.
Literally, literally,
Yes, sir.
literally. But that's like when, especially if y'all see my health videos, I always exercise outside. Well, I'm never at a gym. I'm either in my house or I go outside. But my first
Right.
move is outside, because I can go barefoot and I'm recharging my entire body. You feel me? So you get a chance to, because you're putting, you're like we just said, that all of my body gets a chance to be connected
To
through
the
the
earth.
sole of my foot. Right,
Right.
right,
Recharge,
right,
that grounding. They call it
right,
grounding.
right.
Yes.
Appropriately make my lipid cells change.
Right.
See, because the obesogens inappropriately make your deal with your body. So
Right.
the things, so there's no obesogens outside at a park, at a beach. You dig what I'm saying? Or outside of your house, period. There's no obesogens out there. So we have to put ourselves in an environment that's obesogen free longer than we are in an environment that has obesogens. So we have 24 hours in a day. I can't do 50-50, because I'm never going to be healthy. I'm going to stay, that's going to be regular, normal. I have to do 60-40, 70-30. I have to put myself in an obesogen free environment more than I'm in an obesogen induced environment. If I got to go to work, I know my job. We just looked at the stuff on the list.
Yeah,
That's like
everything
almost
is
everybody's job.
right. Bring that back up.
You did, like, you can find something, a multiply. You can find multiple things of this that's outside at your job, at your school, the solvents, the cleaning supplies, the janitor uses. So you
Right.
coming in, these are things you might can, oh, it smells clean. You go into the restroom, you can see these are things that,
And they make it smell so good.
that's what I'm saying. Cause yeah, on purpose.
Right. On
on
purpose.
on purpose. Yeah, on purpose. You
Yes,
know,
those Glade plugins, instead of using that, get you some diffusers, put them in every room.
if
Those
you know the
essential
Glade
oils that I'm
plug-in
looking.
is
Right,
made of plastic. It's made out of plastic. So as that plastic is plugged in, and this those electrons, those atoms are now excited because it's plugged in. So sitting in the box, they dormant.
right,
They at rest. Now you done plugged them in. They now they emitting. They emitting. You think it smell good? Yeah, it smell good, but it's an artificial plastic obesogen based smell.
right.
Ooh. We trying to say, hey, this is our, I mean, I'm trying to, because I try to remove these things because, like I said, the longer you are in this environment, whether or not it makes us obese, it's endocrine disruptors. So it's still affecting us in a
Affecting
negative
either
way.
way. Hmm.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yes.
That's
And all you
right.
gotta do is hit sister the knee. Get your pocket diffuser. You at work, you can't avoid the things on the list. So what can you do? You can create your own environment. Well, I can't bring my diffuser, but you got a portable one, sister.
Portable one.
You can at
Right.
least have be injecting positive and molecules in your body while your body is being bombarded with
Started with
these
the
negative ones.
toxins. Yeah.
Right.
It gets you
See, balance yourself out.
an
Go ahead. We say
inhaler,
too.
the
Mm-hmm.
inhalers, aromatherapy on the go.
Mm. See, put it on your keychain. Put it in your pocket.
Right.
Carry
That's
that
it.
thing with you. You at work. You wear the mask all day. Hey, that ain't working. The
Exactly.
mask, the mask doesn't keep out because your skin is absorbed. The mask doesn't work against obesity. It
Right.
didn't work against COVID, so I know it ain't gonna work.
That is true. So true.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sis. I'm just being, I'm just being funny,
Yes. Brother Rodney
man.
says super duper deep.
Yeah,
That's not long. Yeah.
yeah. But that's this is. I'm sorry. I'm go ahead. I'm sorry, sis. Was you ready to
No,
speak?
go ahead. I was done. Just
Because when
reading.
we are looking, we some of these things we just can't avoid. The goal, but we have to start somewhere. So we have to once we become aware, now, okay, what do I do? Like I said, okay, let me create that it's 24 hours in the day. Let me start time managing how long I'm in this type of environment, how long I spend in this type of environment. So now I give my body a chance to be in a healthy environment longer than it's in an unhealthy environment.
Right.
Okay, I have to be over here in this obesogen filled environment. What do? I have this inhaler, the pocket. So now I might can't avoid, but I can also introduce in my body to my electrical system, to my endocrine system, to all of the other systems in my body, because these are total body effects.
Right.
Right. You see, so now because my body is, I got these help. You got different properties for skin, different properties for the digestive system, different properties for your whole body. Right. So now, as these things are attacking my body, I'm filling my body up, and I don't have to eat. Listen, I can maintain the integrity of my meal plan. I can maintain the integrity of my digestive system. See, because I'm
Right.
already in a unhealthy environment. So I'm not trying to even do nothing but to make sure I'm healthy enough to survive it. Okay, let me put all I have to do is breathe these, man. Bam, get them.
That's
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
Breathe your way into your healing, your health, and your wellness, man.
Well, that's right.
We can't make it
So easy.
so easy. Yes, it's that easy. Yes, I know sea moss. I know the H3O2. I know your favorite water bottle. I know your cucumber. I know whatever it is that you've been talking about and heard. I know they made it sound good, but did they tell you about these obesogens that are dealing with your endocrine system? See, your endocrine system is ran. See, the master glands in your body are right here, the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland. Not nowhere in your body. The master glands for the endocrine system are the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland. So, no matter whether it's the stress response or the love response, the master glands are right here. When look, the olfactory nerves are right here. You saw that
Right.
thing. It's going right here. It's made to get right at the master gland, which is in the limbic system. Woo! Listen to
Wow.
me. Ah! So if you can control your master gland, that means you can control the hormones that your body produce.
Hmm.
How you gonna have a thyroid problem and you can control your thyroid is a part of your endocrine system? Bam!
Right.
Woo! Same place the thought comes from. The, See, we ain't just another show. We
That's
gonna say
another
because that ain't
show. Right.
We just opening the door. Look, next week, tune in because
Tune
we
in.
got yeah.
Stay tuned. On that note, we are going
Woo.
to put a pin in it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Um, you had brought up the thyroid, and we actually have a blend for that. For the it's called Endoflex for the endocrine system.
Ooh, ooh,
Yeah,
ooh,
stay tuned. Stay tuned. So
ooh.
you all have a thyroid imbalance, reach out. I got something
That
for you
might
to
be our next show. Hey, we might want to go ahead
help,
because it's
help to
in the brain.
control that master gland. Yes.
What? Yeah,
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 that's our next show. We see.
yeah.
All
We
right,
got y'all.
family. Well, thank you. Thank you all for tuning in. And we appreciate you. You watch this on the
Yes, we
replay.
do.
We appreciate you all as well for sharing and caring. All right. And if you all want to get any of the oils, any of our books, Brother Sean has books. I have books. Let me bring it up. Just reach
And my
out.
Amazon got all my books on sale right now. Brother sent me a thing. He was like, the book was normally 50. That it was like $9. I was like, shoot, get a bunch of them,
What?
bro. Get a couple of them for me. We will resell them. Jays.
Like, I was like, y'all drop the price. You didn't ask me that.
As long as they cut my check, as long as they give me my cousin out, my portion, I'm cool. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Let me bring up this one,
There you
Healing
go.
with Sister Denise.
There you go.
That's my latest, the last book I put out on Amazon, Heal with Sister Denise. Get that one. All
Praise be
right.
to Allah.
Praise be to Allah. Well, thank you, family, for tuning in. We appreciate you.
Yes, we do.
Somebody says great information. Thank you. Thank you. Praise be to Allah. All
Thank
right.
you.
Tune in with us next week, family, for another episode of the Health and Wellness Power Hour with myself and Brother Sean, 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.